3 million pizzas every single day. That's one pizza every 29 seconds flowing out of Domino's kitchens worldwide. But here's what most people don't know. In 2009, Domino's customers delivered brutal feedback that nearly destroyed the company. They called the crust cardboard and the sauce barely better than ketchup. Instead of defending their recipe, Domino's did something unprecedented. They threw it all away and started over. Welcome to Process Nest. Today we're taking you inside the complete transformation that turned the world's most criticized pizza into a $27 billion empire. You'll witness 800-pound dough vats spinning at 280 RPM, see cheese stretching at 136 degrees, and discover the patented Spood tool that spreads sauce in exactly 3 motions. From supply chain revolution to the corrugated box that changed delivery forever, this is how customer criticism became culinary redemption. Imagine sitting in a corporate boardroom, watching your most loyal customers tear apart everything you've built. That's exactly what happened to Domino's executives in 2009 when they conducted focus groups to understand why sales were plummeting. The feedback was devastating. The sauce tastes like ketchup. The crust is like cardboard. I wouldn't feed this to my dog. For a company that had dominated pizza delivery since Tom Monahan invented the corrugated pizza box in 1965, these words stung like physical blows. CEO Patrick Doyle faced an impossible choice: defend the existing recipe and watch the company slowly die, or admit complete failure and rebuild from scratch. In corporate America, admitting your core product is terrible usually means career suicide. Instead, Doyle did something unprecedented in fast food history. He appeared in commercials acknowledging every criticism, promising to rebuild every single ingredient. "We heard you," he said directly to cameras. "Our pizza wasn't good enough. We're starting over." The transformation required closing test kitchens for months, while food scientists worked around the clock. Supply chain expert Maria Gonzalez, who managed the overhaul, describes the pressure. "We had to reinvent everything while keeping 20,000 stores operational. One mistake could have bankrupted the company." Every ingredient got completely redesigned. The dough recipe changed 40 times before approval. The sauce gained 40% more herbs. Even the cheese specifications required new suppliers who could meet quality standards the old Domino's never demanded. This wasn't just recipe improvement. It was corporate resurrection that began in massive supply chain facilities where the new Domino's would be born. Step inside one of Domino's 25 supply chain centers, and you're immediately struck by the industrial precision that creates perfect pizza dough 24 hours daily. The air carries the yeasty aroma of fermentation mixed with the mechanical hum of mixers processing 800-pound batches every 5 minutes. Dough production begins with mathematical precision that would impress pharmaceutical manufacturers. Oil, water, yeast, salt, and sugar get measured into massive steel vats using computerized dosing systems accurate to within grams. Then comes Domino's secret weapon, the goodie bag, containing proprietary ingredients that create their signature crust texture. Production supervisor Carlos Martinez has overseen this process for 14 years, listening for the subtle sound changes that indicate perfect dough development. "You can hear when it's ready," he explains over the mechanical noise. "The mixer's pitch changes when gluten develops properly. It's like listening to a mechanical heartbeat." When mixing completes, the 800-pound vat rides up a 12-foot track before flipping completely over, dumping dough into divider hoppers with gravity-assisted precision. Extruding blades slice the mass into individual portions sized for small, medium, or large pizzas, each piece weighing exactly what franchise specifications require. The divided portions fall into spinning rounder machines that transform irregular chunks into perfectly spherical balls. Quality control specialist Linda Rodriguez inspects thousands daily, her trained eye spotting imperfections that could affect final pizza appearance. Perfectly round dough balls mean consistently circular crusts in stores, she explains. Shape matters more than people realize. Robotic systems position 8 dough balls per tray with spacing calculated to prevent sticking during natural expansion. Each tray receives batch codes and date stamps before entering rotating chillers maintained at exactly 39 degrees Fahrenheit for precisely 1 hour, long enough to slow fermentation without stopping the rising process that creates Domino's signature crust texture. While dough chills at Domino's facilities, the revolutionary sauce takes shape at specialized suppliers where the new robust-inspired formula gets created with 40% more herbs than the original recipe customers despised. Production begins with premium tomato paste arriving in 1,500-pound industrial crates that require specialized lifting equipment. The scale overwhelms first-time visitors. Sauce production manager Jennifer Walsh describes the sensory overload. The tomato aroma is so concentrated it makes your eyes water. We're processing enough paste to sauce 50,000 pizzas in every batch. Massive crates get hoisted and emptied into ribbon blenders where giant agitators break down the paste consistency. The sound resembles industrial construction, metal grates clanging as thick paste flows through processing systems designed to handle materials with the density of wet concrete. The paste flows through stainless steel pipes into 1,300-gallon mixing tanks, where Domino's secret spice blend awaits. Garlic, oregano, basil, black pepper, and proprietary seasonings get measured with pharmaceutical precision before mechanical mixing begins. Temperature control specialist David Kim monitors the blending process where heating to exactly 180 degrees Fahrenheit activates spice compounds while maintaining the fresh tomato taste that distinguishes Domino's sauce. Too hot and you cook out the brightness, he explains. Too cool and the spices won't integrate properly. The margin for error is only 3 degrees. After 5 minutes of heated blending, the smooth sauce gets packaged into 32-ounce containers and loaded onto refrigerated trucks. The transformation from industrial tomato paste to pizza sauce happens so quickly that containers still radiate warmth when they reach Domino's distribution centers. The cheese transformation begins at specialized suppliers like Lino Foods, where part-skim milk arrives in tanker trucks carrying 5,000 gallons, enough to produce cheese for 15,000 pizzas. Veteran cheesemaker Robert Santos connects hoses that pump 396 gallons per minute into holding tanks the size of swimming pools. The mechanical precision impresses even experienced dairy workers. Milk handling looks simple until you realize we're processing enough volume to supply a small city. Milk flows through pasteurization systems that rapidly heat every gallon to exactly 162 degrees Fahrenheit, eliminating harmful bacteria while preserving the proteins essential for quality cheese production. Temperature monitoring happens continuously. Even 1 degree variation could ruin entire batches worth thousands of dollars. Mozzarella production begins when technicians add Streptococcus thermophilus and Lactobacillus delbrecki cultures to the pasteurized milk. These bacteria feed on natural milk sugars, converting them into lactic acid that creates mozzarella's distinctive tangy flavor through controlled fermentation. Next comes liquid rennet, an enzyme that reacts with acid to solidify milk proteins through coagulation. Within 40 minutes, thousands of gallons transform from liquid into gel-like curds resembling massive vats of yogurt. Mechanical agitators slice through the curd mass, separating solid components from liquid whey. The process fascinates quality supervisor Amanda Chen, who has monitored thousands of batches. You can actually see the moment when milk becomes cheese. The curds contract and whey appears like magic. The separated curds move to cooker stretcher machines that heat the mass to 136 degrees Fahrenheit, while continuous kneading transforms individual curds into one elastic mozzarella mass. The stretching process requires precise timing. Too little and the cheese won't melt properly, too much and it becomes tough. Inside Domino's kitchens, the transformation from industrial ingredients to finished pizza happens through techniques refined over decades. The atmosphere buzzes with organized chaos as workers coordinate dough stretching, sauce application, and topping placement with choreographed precision. Pizza creation begins when fresh dough emerges from refrigeration and sits at room temperature for several minutes to reach optimal elasticity. Master pizza maker Miguel Torres has perfected the six-finger stretching technique over 12 years of practice. "You feel when the dough is ready," he explains. Fingers working in circular motions. Too cold and it tears. Too warm and it won't hold shape. Some locations feature dough tossing, a skill that requires months to master but creates superior texture through controlled stretching. Sauce application uses Domino's patented spood, a cross between spoon and ladle invented by franchise owner Jeff Goddard in 1985. Torres demonstrates the technique, 3 circular motions, spreading sauce evenly while leaving thumb-width borders for crust formation. "The spood changed everything about speed and consistency," he notes. "Perfect coverage in seconds instead of minutes." Cheese application follows precise protocols, 2 generous handfuls scattered from outer edges toward center, ensuring complete coverage while leaving small sauce patches visible. The technique requires practice to achieve uniform distribution that melts evenly during baking. Topping placement follows the spiral method, starting at outer edges and working inward to ensure every slice contains balanced ingredients. Quality control manager Patricia Davis has trained hundreds of employees in this technique. The assembled pizza enters conveyor ovens preheated to exactly 465 degrees Fahrenheit for precisely 7 minutes. Temperature sensors monitor heat distribution, while timing systems ensure consistent baking across different pizza sizes and toppings. The final transformation happens through delivery systems that revolutionized fast food logistics. Domino's didn't just improve pizza, they reimagined how food reaches customers, creating technologies that influence the entire industry. The journey from oven to doorstep relies on insulated heat wave bags that maintain optimal pizza temperature during transport. Materials engineer Sarah Thompson spent 3 years developing the thermal properties. The bags create microclimates that keep crust crispy while preventing cheese from cooling. It's food science applied to packaging. The revolutionary Pizza Tracker, introduced in 2008, provides real-time order updates from kitchen to delivery. Technology director James Park describes the system's impact. Customers transformed from passive recipients to engaged participants. Innovation continues with delivery drones, autonomous vehicles, and custom cars featuring built-in ovens capable of carrying 80 pizzas. The autonomous fleet represents the future of food delivery, eliminating human error while maintaining temperature control throughout transport. The 2023 Pinpoint Delivery feature enables pizza delivery to any GPS coordinate. This technology breakthrough required developing new logistics software that coordinates delivery drivers with customer locations that lack traditional addresses. From Tom Monahan's corrugated box invention in 1965 to today's GPS-enabled delivery, Domino's proves that innovation happens when companies listen to criticism and respond with radical change. The 2009 recipe crisis could have destroyed the company. Instead, it created the foundation for global dominance. Customer feedback supervisor Lisa Martinez summarizes the transformation. "We learned that admitting failure isn't weakness, it's the first step toward excellence. Every pizza we deliver now carries the lessons learned from our worst moment." From brutal customer criticism to global pizza empire, Domino's transformation proves that the best innovations often come from facing hard truths. Their willingness to scrap everything and start over created not just better pizza, but revolutionary delivery systems that changed how the world thinks about fast food. What other food industry transformations would you like us to investigate? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. We're always hunting for the next incredible manufacturing story. Subscribe to Process Nest for more amazing stories behind the products that rebuilt entire industries. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest investigations. This is Process Nest, where business disasters become innovation victories. Until next time, keep questioning what you think you know.